access list. So access lists as well. Sure, on object group again. So access list. It's going to be AWS. Let's say Acme AWS. So London, DC, site to site, permits, IP. So it's going to be Acme site local. Object group. Right. So we just reference this, and then we can say also object group the remote subnet. Okay, remote route lookup. Oh, sorry, this is not a natural show run access list. So show run crypto to map. And so we can match that access list now. Okay, so just match it to this. Okay, match address, sorry, match address, yeah. Okay, so with this, the two servers should be able to ping each other, right? So let's go back to the servers again. I have so this is London DC, Frankfurt. So I'm looking for this server, which is the, yeah, so let's delete this. So he should try to ping, make it smaller, see. So he's trying to ping. So can you ping, let's see, can I ping 172 dots, sorry, 10.70.244.10, right? Let's see. We need to be sure that works. So, you know, it's going to trigger the tunnel and a whole lot of stuff is going to, so if it doesn't work, we can check. So let's even see, can you ping the gateway? So the gateway here, let's see, the gateway is, I think I might still be using the wrong IP here. Let's see. Oh, is it hanging? Did it just froze? Let's see. No, it didn't froze. So let's go back. Oh, because I dragged it down. So let's see. So okay. So let's see, IP config. Yeah, the IP is correct. So can I ping 192.168.10.14? Yeah. So the gateway looks good. But then I think I might need to. Okay, so let's just check what is going on. So let's say show access list. Okay, show access list for, let's look at this in details. So is there a match on the access list? That's the first thing to check. So show access list. Yes, this. Yeah, so there's no hit count. So we need to check. Sorry, I'm on the wrong device. Show access list. Yeah, so there's a hit count, right? So we said if it's coming from 10.0 and it's going to, yeah, so there's actually a hit count. So let's look at the NAT, show NAT. For inside to outside, there's no translation. So what is wrong? We said if it's coming from London AWS local, so let's check that subnet again. Show run object, let's group. Let's see what is here. So you need to say the ID or show show object dash group by ID. That's my ID. So it's 192. So it's really correct, right? Show run objects, which is this. I see ID this. We said it's 192. Yes, so it's correct. So we're saying if it's coming from inside to outside and it's this .NAT, and if the destination is this, so why is it not let's do the show access list again. So we did a lot of pings, but we only got one. So this is London. Let's see, let's do it again. Ping to 192.168.14. I was saying I want to ping 110.70.244.10. Okay, so let that keep running. Let's see if there's increments. So there's really no increments. So 10.70.244. This actually looks correct. Hope there's a match on the crypto map. Show run crypto map. Yes, London Fry. Yes, so we are matching the right access list. Show access list, but why is there no increments? So let's go back to the interface. 0.30. Okay, looks good on VLAN 30, and show what else is missing? We said 192. Once it's a 10.14, right? So does it have the right gateway? We should check that already. Yes, it has. It's coming from 192 10.10. So why is it not pinging? Kind of strange. So show access list again. So let's check if there's a so we said, so this subnet is the other one increasing? No, and this is also not increasing. So I'm really not sure why it's not working, but let me think. Maybe let's look at this other end as well. So let's come here and say so show run access list, which we've created. Show access list. There's no match because the traffic is known to come here. Let's say show crypto ISACAM ASA. So the tunnel is up, right? The tunnel is up. Show crypto IPsec ASA. Yeah, so so the traffic is actually coming here from what I see, right? So let's say show crypto IPsec SA. So this security association. So traffic actually comes, but it's not routing back, I guess. So let's say show run access list. So the access list says show run object dash group. Yes, looks correct. So if it's coming from 1072.44, is that not what we have here? 1072.44. So sometimes you can mess up the IPs, and then we can say show NAT. Oh, we've not configured NAT. I thought we did. So let's say NAT slash inside to outside, and then we can say source static, right? And then we say if it's coming from Acme local, right? Don't change it, and destination static, and then we can say this. Yeah, so we're gonna say destination static, and then we say this and this, and then we can say no route lookup and routes. Okay, so show NAT. Yeah, so it's there. It should work now, really, right? So show NAT Let's see, show access list. There's still no match. Show NAT. There's still no match. Show crypto IPsec SA. We're still getting the packets. Really strange. Okay, so let's be sure we are pinging the right IP on the other end. So here the IP is 244.10, but let's check the server, the IP that is actually there. Yeah, so this is the server here. So so let's see, can I ping the gateway 172? Is it 172? Oh, so the mistake, so it's actually 10. So that's where the error is coming from. So let's quickly fix that. So let's fix the IP and see, this should be 10. My bad. 10, and you are 10 as well. Okay, so hit OK, OK, OK. If it works, it should pop out the network. Let's see. Yes, so let's see. Let's be sure. So can I ping 10.70.244.254? I bet I cannot ping it. So let's check the gateway again. I know I made a lot of changes. So show interface IP brief. The IP I have there is totally different from my old testing. That's the problem. So I'm going to say IP address is going to be 10.70.244.254, right? 255.255.255.0. Yep. So with that, it should work. I should be able to ping, and then I should be able to also I should be able to ping 192.168.10.10. Yeah. Sorry for the long troubleshooting, but I mean, yeah, we fixed it. I think that's the most important thing. So what we currently have now is this. This server can ping the server over this site to site, right? Yeah. Okay. This server can also ping this other server over the side to side. So we got two side to side for both sides from here, right? So let's fix the London users, right? So what we need to do is, first, we want the FRA users to be able to ping this server. We also have the London users to be able to ping this server. We can also say we want the FRA users to be able to, talk to this server, right? Yeah, because it's kind of look at the network as being segmented between both sides. So let's fix that. Okay, so for the remote access VPN, let's come here. Okay, for the remote access VPN, so on the FRA design, on the FRA device, I mean, so if you do show run tunnel group, you see I've already created a tunnel group for remote access users. All right, there's already a pool. If I say show run pipe include pool, okay, so the pool is already there. Let's say there's a match as well, 1045 10.1 1045 10.54. That is already there. The web VPN and all those yaddies that we know. If I say show run web VPN, you see everything is already baked in, right? So this user should already be able to connect. So let's try that. So on my VM, I already have this guy here, and the IP is 120, right? So let's pop this guy up and connect. Cool. So yeah, so that's the tunnel from VPN tunnel, So I'm just gonna say, let me log in. Okay. So let's pop out the CMD. very slow. CMD, come on, you're taking the whole day. I don't have the whole day. Yeah, so it's just quite slow. So let's close this. So many of them that was open, my bad. Yeah, so if you do IP config, you should have gotten an IP, because on the VPN IP config, so he's 10.45.10.1 and the gateway is 10.2. so yeah, I mean, so the system is up, it got 10.1, right? So let's see, can we ping 172.16.10.252? Now, I told you what we are doing is we are not doing split tunneling, because if you come here and do show run group policy, you see we are tunneling all traffic for the FRAC DC VPN. Okay, we don't really have time for split tunneling now, so we're tunneling everything through the VPN. So once it's connected, it means your internet is knocked out, everything comes to the FRAC DC. So what we can do here is to say, what do we need to do? So we want these servers to be, we want this FRAC user to be able to talk to this server, right? So we just need to do a NAT exempt for it, right? So we need to say that show run object.group, and then we just need to say NAT. This time, if it's coming from outside to inside, I think, not outside to, well, it can be both ways, but we can say if it's coming from inside to outside, and NAT your source static. Then we're going to say where's the VPN users. So these are the VPN users. We're going to say so we say for the local user, which is this subnet, .NAT, I mean, just similar to what we've been doing in the past, static, and this guy, okay, and this guy at the same time. NAT yourself to yourself, say no proxy lookup, route lookup. Okay, with that, I believe we should be able to ping this IP. All right, so let's try it from the user. Ping to 172.16.10.252. Yeah, so the VPN user can talk. So VPN user is able to access his application in FRAC DC. Now we also want this FRAC user to be able to talk to the London DC, right? So what do we need to do? So he's going to be coming from this IP, right? It comes through this VPN to the ASA, right? And then we need to help pin the traffic back through this connection, right? Then to here. Well, not like this really. So let me delete. So there's actually a logical VPN here. So the user comes in, right? And then it goes through this tunnel to the server, right? So there's no point exposing this IP to the London DC. It's just like throwing IPs around too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to say if you're coming with this IP, we're going to pick a subnet from here and just NAT it to that IP, right? So I'm going to say, let's say 172.16.10. So this is 10 we can say, let's say 250, right? So if you're coming from this subnet and you want to go to the London DC, I'm going to change your IP to this. Yeah, that is source NATing. So let's fix that. So to achieve that, we are going to go to this part, and on the FRAC DC, I'm going to say objects. Let's create the object for that. Objects, network. I'm going to say 172.16.10.250 hide NATs. You can just use the word hide NATs, you know, just to tell you what it's doing. So you're hiding subnets, or we can just give it a better name though that is a bit more descriptive. So let's say it should actually be, let's say hide SSL users, something like this, hide SSL users, or let's say SSL, let's say hide VPN users. Okay, and so let's just define the subnet. So it's going to be host 172.16.10.250, right? Yeah. So what we need to do now is to say NAT from inside to out. Will it be inside to outside? No, it's going to be outside to outside, because remote access VPN comes from the outside interface, right? From the public internet. So I'm going to say source dynamic. In this case, it's not static. We're going to say if you're coming from this object group, where's our object group, which is VPN users. Okay, if you're coming from this, we want to NAT it to this, which is this. Okay, when the destination is source, is going to be static, and our destination in this case is London DC remotes. Okay, and I don't think you can do no routes. I'm not sure, because you can't do it. Let's see, it seems something is wrong. Yeah, so there's no option. You can just give a description. Say description is to say allows fra VPN users to reach London. You see London services, or let's say London sites. Yeah. So show run NAT. So we have that running. So it's kind of long. So we are saying if you're coming from, if you're a VPN user and you're going out to anywhere, we want to NAT you to this. Not anywhere, sorry. If your destination is the London, they say. So with this, I believe we should be able to ping. So with that, we should be able to ping the London 10.10, right? So let's delete this. So can I ping 10.0.0.20? It should go through. Okay. So it seems it's not working. So we're going to check what is wrong. I hope I didn't miss any parts. So 10.0.0.20. So let's do a continuous ping. So let's look at the natural. If there's a match, show NAT. So we said outside, right? Show NAT. Yes. So it's actually going out. So what is wrong? What is wrong? So show NAT 9. So we're actually hitting this natural, which says if you're coming from this and you're, so I think something like this is usually the hierarchy that is the problem, right? So show run NAT. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say so I'm just going to remove all this and re-add. But this is a match though, but let's see. I'm going to say no this, then add it back. It says overlap with existing pole. That shouldn't be a problem. Let's see no this, then let's put it back. Let's say show run NAT now. Yeah, so the more specific comes to the top, right? So let's see, does this solve our problem? No, not yet. So it's still not working. So let's even look at the routing table, right? Let's say route print. Let's see if it's been sent to the tunnel. So we have the default route that send it to 10.45.10.2. So what is wrong? So let's say show NAT again. There is a hit. London DC remote. So we say if it's coming from outside and it's going to outside, so does the IP actually changes? It should change. So show NAT. So the traffic comes from the outside. Dynamic users here, and we're hiding it behind this IP. And then we say if the destination is London DC remote, which makes sense, but it's saying untranslated. So why do you have untranslated hits? Let's look at the show NAT details. Show NAT details. Okay, it says if it's coming from this, we are translating it to this. If the destination is this, we are not changing anything, right? So what we can do is we can try to, so I'm going to 10.0.0.20, yeah. So let's come to, what we can try to do is we can, let's check something. So I'm going to say show crypto, show crypto IPsec SA. So let's look at the interface count. Is it increasing? 346. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks like it's changing. 359. 374. So let's, okay, so there's so many things going on, right? So let's try to stop the ones we don't need. So I'm going to stop this and this. Yeah, so let's stop. And so this is for the other end. We are not really interested in that part for now. So so I'm just going to say clear crypto IPsec SA. Of course, you're supposed to specify the peer, which is 192.1.30. Don't do it for everybody. Show crypto IPsec SA for the peer 192.168.1.30. Okay, yeah. So let's see if the traffic is actually being sent out over the tunnel. So no encapsulation is going on. No encapsulation, right? No encapsulation, no encapsulation. But there's a NAT, so show NAT. So the NAT row, does the NAT increases? Okay, show NAT. Yeah, so NAT row is being matched. Show route, let's see. So I'm saying to get to this subnet, you're learning this from, so why are you not forwarding it? So what else can we check? You don't need to add it to the access list. I don't think you need to add it to the access list because we're actually not into this subnet. So let's also check, but no encapsulation is going out. So should run NAT, but it should actually tell us that there should be a translation, really, right? So translated is 53, untranslated is 53. Okay. So it comes from this and it's natted to 172.this and the destination is this. Okay, and from outside to outside, yeah, that's very accurate. And we said if it's coming from inside to outside, these are already working, right? This should be for the return. Okay, so let's see if there's one increment there. No, there's no increment, but you're getting hit on the first NAT row. So it's really, so let's be sure. Show run NAT. show run object dash group, which is this object.